No, 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 no more Raws! Oh, I thought this was a nightmare, but apparently it was real. Hmm. Oh, God. I thought it was a nightmare. Holy shit. Um, well, hello. Uh, this Raw was fucking boring. It felt like I was watching 10 hours of like total divas, really. Another candidate for worst Raw of the year, folks. Holy shit. I'm glad I didn't watch this live. Oh. I watched this a day. I watched this a day after, and I got good sleep. I still feel like I'm tired. I even drank 2 cups of coffee. I still feel tired. That's how boring this Raw was. I'm deeming this Raw squash match city, bitch, because about 4 or 5 of the matches on here were squash matches. It was squash match city. It was also promo city and backstage city. But honestly, I'd rather be sucking on titties. Girls' titties. Not guys, you perverts. I know you were thinking that. Yeah, so Raw starts off with Seth Rollins cutting a promo. We've only seen this about, I don't know, the last 4 months. He cuts a promo reminding us that he's a coward, that he's Seth Rollins, because we didn't realize he was Seth Rollins. We've only been watching this fucking piece of trash for 2 years now, but yeah, they remind us, I'm Seth Rollins! I'm freaking Seth Rollins! Thanks! We didn't know who you are, thanks, that's how irrelevant you fucking are, you piece of trash. Anyways, Sting ends up interrupting him and appears somewhere lurking like he looks like he's in like the fucking Bat Cave from Batman. It's just pure darkness behind him, but he has Seth Rollins' statue. He's standing right next to it. And, Sting reenacts his Joker gimmick, the shit he did in that second rate company that I'm not going to mention. It basically said that if he wants his statue, you can come and get it. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert, Seth Rollins never goes to get his statue because he's fucking retarded, apparently. Well, there's reasons why, but, he had a decision, and, Seth Rollins as a heel makes the stupidest decisions ever, but, we're going to ignore that because it's wrestling, folks! They're supposed to make stupid decisions. At least that's what they want us to believe. Next. And after that segment was over, Sheamus came out, and he wanted to remind us also that he's Mr. Money in the Bank. And, that he might, cash in at Night of Champions. It's a good thing Sheamus reminded us that he was the Money in the Bank, holder, because I fucking forgot. I forgot he even had that thing. That's how irrelevant of a Money in the Bank holder he is. Quite honestly. Then, after that promo segment, we go to a commercial, and we come back to see a backstage segment. Yay! Because, 35 minutes in, why would we have a match? We'll just talk the whole show. That'll really put people to sleep. Is that, their thing? Do they want to put people to sleep? Are they, trying to use their show as, a barometer for insomnia? People with insomnia problems? I mean, because, if you're doing it for insomniacs, you'll get a good boost in ratings with those, that insomniac demographic there, John. Anyways, get a backstage segment with Seth, and Seth doing his begging shtick again. Please help me. Where's Triple H? I need some help. I can't do anything on my own. Because I'm a fucking faggot. Okay, he said that. I mean, go back to the tape. Tape doesn't lie. And he says it's that Triple H is right behind him, looking like he's about to fucking sodomize him in his fucking vagina butthole. And gives him not just one match, 2 matches tonight. And the first match he's going to have is against Ryback, the big guy. And then he has a 6-man tag match where his partners are the New Day, which rock. And then he's facing Cena in Primetime Players. Meh. Yeah, after that we get a Divas match. Whoop-de-doo, Basil. It's Paige versus Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks wins by a distraction by Naomi in this match. And match lasted about 3 or 4 minutes because, Divas matter. They matter when they only get 3 minutes. The more important wrestlers always get 3 or 4 minutes in a match. Not the fucking jabronis. After that, we get another fucking, that was kind of I guess you could throw that into like the squash match category, Divas match. So I'd say this is the second squash match of the night we get. We get the Job Ascension versus the Titty Master and, the Nursery Rhyme Master. This was actually the one squash match that was okay, because it was fun to see Roman Reigns beat the shit out of the Job Ascension. And, Dean Ambrose did what he normally does. He had a few good spots, whatever. But, oh no! After the match, we get a spooky-ass promo, children. Halloween's around the corner, remember? So it's going to be extra spooky in October when he cuts a spooky promo, children. I don't know why Bray Wyatt's all of a sudden John Cena, but he might as well, because he loves the children too. Except for he loves to scare the children. Spook Nation. Then we see that Strowman guy in the black sheep mask. He says something like "run" or whatever. I wasn't really paying attention. Then Bray Wyatt cuts his spooky promo that we all know ends the same way. After that, we get a Ryback promo, and halfway through the Ryback promo, he gets interrupted by Fat Owens Fat. And ironically, Owens is eating an apple. Because we know damn well that motherfucker doesn't eat apples. It would have been more realistic if the guy had a fucking slice of pizza in his hand, and on the other hand, a cup of ice cream. Like, seriously. We all know that's what he eats. But a funny little thing about Owens. He says something like, oh, I didn't want to, bother you. I just wanted to, wish you good luck in your match tonight. And as good as Ryback is at coming with, funny little lines, he says, thanks. We all know you're full of crap. Because Ryback is awesome. Even as a babyface, he's funny, which is hard to do these days. Sorry if I keep messing with my hair. I love my hair too much. Then we get Ryback versus Rollins. I mean, seriously. Half of this match was just Rollins running around stalling because he's a, chicken shit heel. At one point, Ryback gets a hold of him and pretty much beats the shit out of him halfway through this match. Most of the match was Ryback dominating, but then there were, a few times where Seth Rollins would, trick him because, Ryback would do something stupid, like run into the ring post or something. And then Rollins would take advantage of that and beat him up for a little bit. Finally, the end to the match was when Sting came up on the Titantron again and distracts Seth Rollins, and Ryback rolls up Seth Rollins in a cheap victory, and he's a babyface. Ryback wins with a roll-up from a distraction. He beats a guy by a distraction who can't even win a fucking match clean! How is this good for Ryback? You just made him look like a complete pussy. You might as well just fire him now. He can't even beat Seth Rollins, the guy that always needs help to win. Can't win a match clean. He has to cheat against that guy to win? What were they thinking? Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. They weren't thinking, because WWE doesn't fucking have a brain. Anyways. After that, oh man. Oh, okay. Sorry. My notes are very sloppy, so it's hard. I lose track of my notes. But after that, we do get a funny backstage segment with the New Day and Edge and Christian. With Seth Rollins was in there too, but Seth Rollins is never funny, so he's irrelevant in the segment. New Day go back and forth with Edge and Christian. It was very funny, and then the Dudley Boys come into the mix too, and they say that New Day has to face, I guess, the Primetime Players next week for the tag team titles, and whoever wins that, which we know is probably going to be the New Day, faces the Dudley Boys at Night of Champions. New Day versus Dudley Boys. I mean, nostalgia-wise, seeing the Dudley Boys against the New Day, that could be a good match. It'd be cool to see Dudley Boys. I love the New Day. They're like the best thing going about Raw. It's like literally the only, besides a few other wrestlers, they're like the only reason I want to watch Raw, like entertainment-wise. I watch Raw for the reviews, but the only good thing I can really like get from Raw is normally New Day stuff. So that should be okay. Next we get fucking super soap opera bullshit. The Lana, Summer Rae, Rusev, Dolph Ziggler bullshit. I feel like back in the day, wrestling was always a soap opera, but it felt like it was a soap opera for like guys. Now it feels like I'm watching The Days of Our Lives, like a soap opera for like middle-aged women. Fucking stupid. Next, we get Orton versus Sheamus. The match we've gotten already at SummerSlam. SummerSlam, the pay-per-view that's 2-3 weeks old. You need to fucking be building up to your next pay-per-view, but you're still building up to a pay-per-view that's already passed. Why should we fucking care about this? We've already seen it before. Why should I care about this match? Somebody tell me. Please explain. Fucking Orton and Sheamus have another fucking boring match just like they did at SummerSlam. Same match every time. Headlock. Takedown. A few moves here. They do their signature move. Some kind of finish, and somebody wins. That's all it is. Whatchamacallit? I honestly forget. I want to say, I believe Orton won this match. I'm correct. I believe he did. Because I was not paying attention to this match, so I don't think I wrote it down. I'm pretty sure Orton won this match. And after the match, the Wyatt family come out and attack Orton. And Braun Strowman puts him in that headlock thing, which is like literally the only hope for the Wyatt family is this Braun Strowman guy. But we know he's going to be a jobber in about 5 weeks, and he's going to be dancing with El Torito. Funny thing, we actually have some news about El Torito later in this show. Stay tuned. Oh, and in case you're wondering why they attacked Orton, it's because they're supposed to be facing Ambrose and Reigns at Night of Champions, and Ambrose and Reigns have to find, a partner, and they were talking to Orton backstage early in the show. So they took out him because, apparently they're afraid of the ring boner that Orton will pull out and shove down their throats. Oh, we get another squash match. Again, this is probably about the fourth squash match. And man, I can't read my handwriting. I'm sure it doesn't matter. Oh, I believe this is the this is the Los Matadors match against the not primetime players. The Dudley Boys. Sorry, it's hard. I was comatose pretty much throughout this whole Raw. The Dudley Boys beat primetime. The Dudley Boys beat Los Matadores in about 2 minutes, and after the match though, one of the Los Stereotypicals beat up El Torito. So, oh no, Los Matadores broken up. I can't believe it. Who the fuck cares? This was this was fucking bigger than fucking I don't know. Holy shit! This was like the next fucking Marty and Shawn Michaels breakup. The Rockers breaking up. Fuck that. Fucking Los Matadores broke up. How are we ever gonna live the rest of our lives now? Said nobody. Ever. Dudley Boys come back out and put one of the fucking racist fucking Spanish characters to a table. And nobody cared. But to follow that up, because that segment was boring. We need to kick it up a notch. So that's why we had Cesaro versus The Miz. This should be a fucking barn burner. They had a match. Poor Cesaro. I'm not a big fan of Cesaro, but even Cesaro doesn't deserve this shit. Nobody deserves to face The Miz. Someone's gotta fucking put this guy in a fucking catapult, The Miz that is, and just launch him out of the fucking arena and hope he never comes back. Hopefully he'll fall in some water and just drown in the pool of his own misery. I don't know, I want to say, oh no, there was no finish to this match, but it went on for about 2 minutes. Notice the trend here, a lot of matches only going for 2 minutes. Big Show comes out, he tries to attack Miz gets away, so then Big Show sucker punches Cesaro because, he's a big angry giant, and that's what big angry giants do. And then after that, we get a Divas segment. It was the fucking PCB or the fucking, I don't know, whatever the concept, the PCB, the fucking, pussy carrying bitches. I don't know. They beat up. They came out and interrupted the Bella twins, but the two Bella twins run out of the ring, and of course they leave the poor black slave Bella to get beat up. That's their black slave, and of course they always take the punishment. Black people are this, sacrificial lambs. Oh well. And now we're at the main event. Thank God. You can't read what I said, but I literally just had to write thank God after once I noticed we were at the main event. This Raw was fucking terrible. At this point, I felt like I was having a root canal. On every single part, every tooth, at every part of my mouth for about 10 hours. If you ever had a root canal, you know that's fucking painful. It's, the primetime players and Cena versus the New Day and Seth Rollins. New Day rocks. New Day rocks. Fan jumps the railing during Seth Rollins' entrance. The guy looked like an inbred fucking redneck version of Carrot Top's brother. Very bland match. Nothing really goes on. The only thing to note is Woods is, a legend. Him and the New Day deserve a raise. Whatever they're getting paid, double it. Or at least triple it. These guys do not get paid enough for the entertaining shit they do. So Woods is a legend. He's great. Cena ends up winning, LOL. After the match, Sting appears on the Titantron and takes Seth Rollins' statue and throws it in a garbage dump and crushes it. And I'm not kidding. Seth Rollins' reaction is that he says, and I quote, "That's got to be a fake statue." The fuck, is Seth Rollins retarded? Yeah, because Sting knows how to make fake statues. What kind of reaction is that? It's fucking retarded. Whatever. That's end of Raw. I don't want to say worst Raw ever, but no, it was the worst Raw ever. It was horrible. God. Stuff like this makes me question why I'm still alive. Seriously. What am I doing with my life? Seriously. I'd rather eat paper than watch this Raw. I'd rather shit out shreds of paper and tear up my colon with paper cuts. Fucking horrible Raw. Next week we're getting that tag match. Hopefully that's good, because I don't know. At least it means that we'll get the New Day again on our show. I don't understand it. I don't get how in this day and age, even how bad wrestling is, we still get this bad Raws consistently. You think they can't out top themselves in shitty Raws, but somehow they fucking do. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I totally don't have a fucking sign off here, so I'm just rambling. Do I have anything else to rip? No. I'm all out of paper to rip. Well, yeah. That's the Raw review, and yeah. I think I'm gonna go drink myself to death because I have nothing better to do now since I'm depressed because I just watched what felt like a 10-hour Raw. I wish, I just wish someone would send me like a box of anthrax right now and just put me out of my misery. Seriously, I wish I had a gun right now, but I don't. So I can't end this miserable fucking life watching Raw. Jesus Christ. Yeah, 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 go fuck yourself!